off for now, and then when I'm gonna try again a little bit later. But the main point is the message. I really could care less if y'all could see me or not. It's more so about the message. So as I was saying, when it came down to the accident, I was there as much as I possibly and physically could be there. Um, I just felt like I didn't quite know what to say, but I was trying to let you know that you weren't alone. Once you did make it home, I called you again and I sat with you on the phone. I told you that we could just pray, we could just talk. If you didn't want to talk about it anymore, that we could just sit in silence. We could look at the TV, we could cry together. Whatever you want to do, I was on whatever time you were on by any means necessary. Like, I was there for you. And you told me, no, I'm gonna go to my mom. That I understand. You're still processing. You were questioning if you were supposed to still be here or not, and I let you know out of my mouth that that's not what we're gonna focus on. We're gonna focus on the simple fact that you still are here, and that you're here. You have your daughters, you have your family, you have us. Like, you're here, and that's all that matters. Then going from that, you went on live, and as you're having a hard time talking about it, I'm on the phone with you once again, and I'm trying to continue to be there for you, let you know that you're not alone. I'm here. I got you. I got you. So once again, it's very, very hurtful just to hear that you felt like I wasn't being supportive, and I'm sad to know that that was your perspective of everything, of how it happened. Um, Now moving on to the PO box situation, I didn't think that it was that big. That's why I didn't really address it to begin with. It was more so like I've been calling you, been texting you, and haven't been getting a response. You were dodging me. Okay, cool. Then boom, your launch is coming up. You hit me with a very aggressive text message telling me about people have been trying to contact me about um the PO box. And basically, I just said, I put up a post because I get so many messages. I can't go through each and every single one. It's literally impossible to go through each and every single one of them to see who was contacting me about a PO box. And some of those messages are good, some of them are bad, some of them are like, it's a lot to go through. So instead of just calling me like, girl, come get these damn packages, like, they, jokingly, cool, I would have been like, yeah, sure, girl, I got you, I'm coming right now. I had already asked you prior to also, though, like, hey, do you have an extra key for the box, this, that, and the third? And, our schedules kept going all over the place. So after that, I put up my message. It wasn't a shot at you to feel like, oh, yeah, I'm about to rouse some stuff up. I'm about to start something. It was more so just letting people know, like, hey, that's not really technically my PO box. So I just, hey, just chill, just give me a second, and we're gonna try to figure this out. I apologize if the message came out the wrong way or you perceived it as the simple fact like I'm trying to take a shot at you, but that really was not my intentions at all. Um, Moving on to the fact that I was told that I used your mom. That really like set me off because how? Like, I don't get it. How? It was suggested to me from you and your mother that it would be okay for August to go over there while I try to work. And my schedule is very up and down. I had moved closer to the city, and it just was a point where I couldn't keep driving back out to the east side to go drop off August with your aunt. So I accepted the help that I could get that was closer to me, and we came up to an agreement. And I asked your mom, to please let me pay her, and she didn't want the payment. And then you called me and told me, hey, she's not going to take a payment from you, but I don't know why the camera's still not working. But you told me that she wasn't going to take a payment. I would either have to just leave money with her or just start bringing snacks. And from that day forward, it was no hesitation. Like, I'm bringing over, I already was bringing over wipes and diapers and stuff like that, but I'm bringing over snacks, not just for August, but for the girls, anything that your mom requested specifically. Like, I'm bringing it over, no hesitation, by all means. Then, and I even have a text message where I had with your mom, And I told her, my words to her was, hey, Mom, I'm not sure what is Tay's issue, but I decided to give her some space because every time I've reached out, I felt like she was brushing me off. I told myself to give her time because I know she just went through something very drastic and traumatic. However, the energy I just received from her just makes me feel like I should take some time and some space. As much as I love August coming to be over with you guys, and this is his second family, I think it's best to take some time. If there's anything I can do to show my appreciation, please do not hesitate to let me know. I just can't take too much of anything else. I get we all are trying our best, and I'm trying not to slip off the deep end. And if that means I got to step back and find new childcare, then I guess that's what I have to do. Thank you again and stay blessed. After that, her mom let me know that it's her household and that, August is always welcome. For her mom, it was always about August, and I appreciated that. And from that moment, like, I let her know, because prior to the whole falling out about the PO box, I was just on the phone with her mom for at least maybe like 2 hours or so, crying to her, like around this time. That message was March 2nd. So March, that's August's birthday month. So at that point in time, it was a lot of stuff that was coming back, and a lot of, hate messages, and a lot of people, chiming in and saying their pieces and calling um me, Keisha, and Jeremy all stupid. I'm getting a lot of messages because at that point in time, it was the Day of Reckoning live was still up. The other videos were still up. So it was just like, I'm dealing with a lot. Then I'm hearing about how Miss Ma'am has a problem because she doesn't have a relationship with my child, and it's getting close to his birthday, and blah blah blah. She's not invited. Like, I'm getting a lot of stuff. So like I said, in my perspective, I'm getting hit with a bunch of different things from a bunch of different directions. You just went through a car accident. Like, I'm trying to pick myself up. I'm on the phone with your mom for over 2 hours, crying to her about how I just, like, I can't take too much more. I'm falling apart. And I've been trying to keep it together. I'm trying to keep it together. I'm trying to keep it together. And your mom is praying with me. She's talking with me. She's helping me get back to, my mindset and getting back spiritually right. And she let me know, like, that it's still her household and it's about August. But I let her know that I know that he loves you all, but I'm good on the ups and downs. I don't feel comfortable bringing my child around someone where I know that there's a lot of animosity. And before and after everything, you're still her mother, and I can respect that because that's still her space. I'm fighting a very delicate battle within myself, and I already feel like I have to watch my back. So at that time, my mom was down here to help out with August and to help out with his birthday. I said, once she leaves, we'll see where things are, because I hate to keep building these relationships with August and people and then have to take him away. And she just let me know that regardless of everything, that they love August and that he's always welcome. And I said, yes, ma'am. And we left it at that. But yeah, using your mom, I don't see it like that. I did my best to show my appreciation all the time by letting it be known, like, August is over there and he loves it. He's enjoying himself with your daughters, with the rest of your family. He was getting to do guy time with your mom's husband, like, just really getting to be a part of a real family dynamic. And then it just, things went kind of left, and I truly did not feel comfortable, because it's like every time the chance to get a shot thrown at me, you're taking it. You go on Paris's live and you're talking about my character. Excuse me. You're talking about my character and you're talking negatively on me. Excuse me. But it's supposed to be over a PO box. Like, I didn't understand that. Then I'm getting DMs and I'm getting messages from people where it's like, they're like, I hope you didn't use your friend's situation to come up. And you're talking about, bitch, I am the come up. Like, it's just like, but you're supposed to be my friend. You're supposed to be somebody I love. Like, and I do love you, by all means I do. But after a while, it's just like all the crap that I have going on. And then on top of that, like, it's the internet, people I don't know, people I do know, chiming in, making their 2 cents every day. It was too much. It was too much. And I just felt like I never came out and said nothing negative about anybody, because at the end of the day, a lot of the times I felt like you were hyping up the situation instead of cooling it out. And I think that you're just very passionate about how you feel. I know you were upset with me for always keeping it cute and keeping it, kind of mute, but that's just how I am, because at the end of the day, it's been so many times where I've spewed out at people and then I have to be the one to clean up the pieces. And it's like, hey, I'm human. I'm learning. I'm learning that it's not always cool to just give your peace of mind because you don't agree with something or you don't like something. Um, but like I said, at the end of the day, that's how you perceived it, and it's hurtful to know that. And I'm sorry that you feel that way, but that's not at all how I felt. Your mom told me to not worry about paying her, but just simply keep getting on YouTube and keep going and make a way for me and my son. And that's how I pay her back. And that's exactly what I try to do, because once I did the reckoning live or whatever, which I wasn't trying to go there, but it ended up getting there. Once we did that and everything, I tried to just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep posting, keep putting out content, keep going. Because originally, y'all know, the people who've been with me since day one, y'all know, like, I really wasn't even trying to go there altogether. That it got to the point where, I made it known that if I am going to speak on the situation, I'm going to make sure that it feeds my child. That was the main part about it. Like, the message of me owning up to everything that I had to own up to, the fact of letting it be known, the stuff that was going on behind the scenes, that Miss Ma'am was trying to act like, oh, she didn't do anything, she hasn't done anything. Well, sweetie, you did, and we had to let it be known. And I feel like it could have been done in many different ways, but we went about it the way we went about it. And from that moment forward, you're not the only person who's gotten called out. You're not the only person who's been called a clout chaser. You're not the only person who's getting messages from people who are, talking crazy and wishing bad on you. Like, you're not the only person who's going through it, or who has been going through it since that moment. As far as the statement that I heard that you felt like you just got thrown away. Once again, I am truly, truly, truly appreciative of you and your family and everything that you've done for us. However, like I said, it got to a point where, when given the opportunity to speak ill on me or speak negatively on me, you took it, and I had to see screenshots of it. It was hurtful. Moments where people will bring your name up in the comments and stuff, and I'm not saying anything, and it's just like, but when you get the chance to, you chime in and you say this, that, and the third, it's just hurtful. It's really hurtful. And like, I understand that your feelings were hurt, so maybe that's your reason for why you said certain things that you said. But for me, I just don't move like that, especially somebody that I say that I love and I truly care for. I can't do that, because if I have an issue with you and I truly care about you, I'm going to bring the issue to you. And when I try to say my piece to you, that because you told me to grow the fuck up when I put up the post about the P.O. box, I tried to tell you how I felt, and you kind of brushed it off as like, yeah, whatever. It was just like, okay, that's fine. I'm just going to have to walk away from this situation. It is what it is. August just woke up from his nap, y'all. 1 second. I don't feel um like any of us are winning or losing. I just feel like we all have to just kind of keep going for what we're able to keep going with, and keep moving forward the best way we know how to. I'm not against, having a conversation with Hazel. It's just a simple fact that I'm just addressing my views and my perspective. And I just feel like it's tricky because people's feelings are involved, and everybody carries their emotions and how they feel differently. But at the end of the day, like, I can only control how I feel and how I see things. And, I'm willing to hear people out, but my feelings are just as hurt. My intentions were not to just throw you away after you helped out. I had to simply just pick my battles. Because it's just as simple as, if I'm trying to be your friend and all that comes with it, where when you get in your moods and you kind of um talk aggressively, I can't handle that sometimes. I had to pick my battles because I had a lot going on in my mind that I'm fighting, that I'm battling. And, I had to pick my battles. That's the simplest way I could put it. So once again, I apologize that you felt like I just threw you away. I apologize that you felt like I just kind of just was like F you and I used you. But that's definitely not the case at all. I definitely just felt like we just needed some time to breathe, and it ended up becoming longer than what I expected. And it just got to a point where I just had to keep moving, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. But it's all love. I still appreciate everything that has been done, everything that you've done for August, whether it was, a blanket or clothes, shoes, anything. Like it doesn't matter what it is. It could be giving him hugs and kisses when he's not feeling well. Like, I appreciate all of it because it's a rough world out here. It's cold out here. Like, it's hard to find good people that you can have to have your back. And I never asked for a spokesperson, or I never asked for someone to like really go hard for me. But it doesn't take away the fact that, like I said, every chance I got, I showed my appreciation, and I shared my appreciation with everybody to let them know, like, I may not have asked for this, but I'm getting it. Who am I to say, no, don't help me, don't have my back. So I appreciate everything, and I'm gonna keep saying that I appreciate it. I really do. I honestly, truly do. And by all means, I try to still show my support in different ways that I can. Like I said, I'm not as vocal as some people may want me to be, but that's just not my nature. Like, I've learned, it's not always about how loud you can get or how tough you can be. Sometimes, for me, not even sometimes, most of the time for me, it's about the message more so than anything. So yeah, that's that on that. Now, another individual who decided to go live this weekend to share their truth, sort of say. Yeah, I want to go ahead and address that as well. Now, before I get into it, I had already said that I was going to come live, and